We'll come back sometime. This program is all about Lawrence. My name is Jim Ross, and the only reason I'm here is to hand things to Joe Bella, the collector, the star of the show. Joe, we haven't seen you in a long time. You been snowed in or what?
I think the...
or you just snowed?
I would say snowed in,
Yeah.
definitely, yeah. We had too much snow.
Spring has sprung and you're out.
Right. I'm set free.
You're set free, huh? You're just a busy guy, that's all.
Yeah.
That's why you were hiding.
Right.
Okay, what do we got today?
I brought a few
Well, you brought a few things about Lawrence.
All about Lawrence, definitely.
Okay, not today's Lawrence, but old Lawrence.
Right, Lawrence from the past. And a few documents, pictures, diplomas, and so forth. So, where would you like to begin?
Anywhere you would like, right in the middle.
Speaking of the beginning, maybe we should show this paper about one of my newspaper collections. And there is a significance to this particular paper. And if you notice the date, if you can see.
No, they can't see the date.
No. Anyway, I'll tell you, the date of this paper is May 30, 1946, and it happens to be the year I was born. So when this paper was made, so was I. I was brought into the world on the day this paper came out.
And I was surviving the coal strike.
Right.
On that day.
Lawrence Daily Eagle.
You
it's
know,
called.
John L. John L. Lewis. John L. Lewis, right? The strikes kept getting longer and longer and longer because the strike wouldn't end until the steel mills run out of coal.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
So what would happen, right? They knew every winter John L. was going to pull a strike because hey, people were trying to stay warm with the coal.
Yep.
So the steel mills stockpiled coal. So the strikes just kept getting longer and longer and longer because the steel mills weren't running out of coal in a week or so.
Wow.
Right? And us poor folks that relied on coal as an income,
Yeah.
we sometimes got a little hungry.
Yeah, I guess.
So I remember 1946 and the coal strikes
Yeah,
very well.
I don't.
I remember them, all right.
Yeah.
Sorry you weren't around.
No,
Okay.
except that day.
It was a lot of fun.
Right.
And the other thing that I had forgotten about is one of the other headlines here is prices of milk and butter and cheese ordered increase.
Yep.
Right? Because we had price control.
Oh, back then.
Yeah, we had price control.
Huh.
So the government, because of John L's, boosting up the cost of coal, they boost up the cost of milk, butter, and cheese.
Wow.
And the other thing, the subtitle on that one is Bowles also sets controls on butter fat and bans sale of whipping cream after July 1st.
Wow.
How about that?
Back then.
Yeah.
See what I missed?
You missed a lot.
Memorial Day.
Okay, where do you want to go next? Where are we going?
Maybe we should.
Okay, you want to show that you want to talk about this one, huh?
This I just picked this up today. A friend transported it actually from Florida, where it was purchased 3 or 4 months ago, and I found it very interesting and worthwhile. It is a photograph taken in Riverside, California, 1915, of the Lawrence Chamber of Commerce?
Chamber of Commerce.
Lawrence Chamber of Commerce, 1915. I did a little bit of research on the the chamber, but going back in time in Lawrence history, there was a Board of Trade before the Chamber of Commerce, and that was begun on February 8th, 1888, and that was the Lawrence Board of Trade, and years later it would change into the Chamber of Commerce, which is still in effect today as we speak.
Where was the picture taken?
This picture was taken in Riverside, California.
Yeah. So that's the Lawrence Chamber of Commerce.
Yes.
All those people.
1915.
They had to get on a train and go to California.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So Lawrence must have been more than any people left in Lawrence because there are a lot of people there.
This picture shows quite a few, and to think it was only 3 years after the great 1912 strike.
Mm-hmm.
3 years later, people got back to business, and
Went to California.
And went to California for this. It's called a party.
Maybe it was the gold rush.
I don't know, but it's referred to as a party, and a very large group from Lawrence in attendance.
Okay.
Oh boy, that weighs a ton.
It's a picture.
Yes.
Got lots of glass. What do you want to do now?
Okay, let's zigzag. and
Zigzag. Okay.
We'll
All right.
choose
This is
this one. This is
Emily Weatherby School, which is still in existence, right?
Yep. This is dated June 27th, 1905, and this belongs to a Mary E. Cook Public Grammar School, City of Lawrence, Emily G. Weatherby School, 1905.
1905.
That's an early one. Yep. Mary E. Cook, 1905. I don't think this has any glare. I hope not.
You're right.
So that's the Weatherby. The diploma is almost as large as the school. This was a biggie. I'll get rid of this one. Okay, next we'll do an organizational get-together. This, it's not identified, but I know that this is Savastano's function hall, and it's an Italian group. And
Not the mafia.
I don't know about that, but I recognize some of the faces and the gentlemen. But it's an Italian get-together or group at the downstairs in Savastano's restaurant, of course, which is long gone now.
What year?
I'm guessing. I think it would have been 1910, between 1910 and 20, the way the men are dressed. So it's some sort of an event or party.
Sebastiano's.
Yep.
I've been in Sebastiano's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too. And they're wearing corsages too, so it could be a formal affair. And they're wearing suits, which back then they all did. Okay, this is an interesting item here. This is a Board of Registration in Pharmacy awarded to Mr. Samuel John Smith, who started Smith's Pharmacy in Lawrence. And this one is dated November 22nd, 1910, and this would have come from Boston. And again, Mr. Smith, who started and operated Smith's Pharmacy in the city. Don't ask me. I have no idea
You
where.
don't have any idea where Smith's
I-
Pharmacy was?
no, I,
You weren't around then?
No, but I can check it. I look into it.
No.
But it would probably be listed in the city directories.
Okay.
Samuel John Smith.
Oh, he's an assistant pharmacist.
Right, assistant.
Okay.
Okay, that's him. I'll move this down here. Okay, let's see. Let's take another wide shot here. This is the 15th anniversary reunion of the class of 1949, Lawrence High School, at Friedman's Banquet Hall, October 3rd, 1964. So this is a new one. When I say new, it's less than 100 years old. So this is Friedman's Banquet Hall. I'm not even sure where that was.
You don't know where that was either?
Friedman's, yeah, 1964. I think I was out of high school a year when this took place. Friedman's Banquet Hall.
So what is that, a reunion or what?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a reunion. Lawrence banner there.
Class of 49.
Yeah. So I would have been 3 years old when that class graduated. And you can tell by the way they're dressed, it definitely is almost to the mid-60s, 1960s on that
Those
one.
people are still around,
Yeah,
some of them, because
Yeah.
it's only 2 years before I graduated high school.
right.
Right.
Lawrence, 19.
You dressed up a little bit better than us old farmers were, for sure.
Well, different locations. Okay, this is another diploma. Oh, this is a grammar school. John K. Tarbox, who, by the way, was a Civil War soldier from
was.
Lawrence. John K. Tarbox School. And this one's dated June 26, 1930, and it's Hammond Newton. No relation to Wayne. I don't know. Hammond Newton Grammar School Diploma. John K. Tarbox. Tarbox School. John Kimball Tarbox, Civil War soldier, lieutenant. He was an officer in the Civil War from Lawrence. Served his country well. And
Good.
he went on to become mayor.
You went on to become mayor?
Certainly was.
Mm.
One of Lawrence's finest. Okay, that's the Tarbox School. And let's see, we'll skip over. This one I love to show. And this is a building, or what's left of it, it's the demolishing of a Lithuanian church, 1920, Lawrence, Mass. And you can tell that they're slowly taking the
Taking it
wooden pieces apart, the boards and so forth. And I understand the boards were reused. The wood was reused, which looks like, if you saw the picture up close, they're carefully removing the boards, careful not to break them. Again, they were reused, I was told by someone who knows. And this is 1920. The dismantling of a church
I
building.
wouldn't do that today. They just tear it down.
Nowadays, yeah.
Bulldoze it.
And the photographer is A. Lipinskis, 181 Essex Street, Lawrence, Mass. Lipinskis. Okay, let's take another diploma. Oh, actually, this is the City of Lawrence. Oh, it's Mr. Hammond Newton again. His graduation from Lawrence High School, 1934, June 27th. Hammond Newton, City of Lawrence, Lawrence High School. And you'll see the colorful logo, the City of Lawrence logo in the center, and it's colorized, as they usually did
They did.
in those days. That's Mr. Newton, Hammond Newton. Never heard of him.
You never heard
No. Most of these people I've never heard of, but somehow I got their diplomas. Okay, let's go to a large gathering shot. This is a Golden Jubilee dinner, St. Anne's Benefit Society, Lawrence, Mass., April 7th, 1956, at the Lyra Hall. Lyra Hall. And that was on Essex Street, and that's gone. The building's gone, and the hall is gone. So it was called Lyra Hall. A lot of events took place in that hall, parties and so forth, weddings. Lyra.
I wasn't in that one.
No, and for obvious reasons, you probably weren't here. Okay, that's a goodie. And they're all having a great time. Golden Jubilee dinner. Wonder what they were serving for food. Probably crepes Suzettes or something.
Enchiladas.
Yeah, I doubt it, but okay. This is another Lawrence High School diploma, 1937, June 24th, belonging to Alice Rita Newton. I wonder if she's related to Hammond. Alice Rita Newton. So we're highlighting the Newton family. And this is her high school diploma, again, Lawrence High School. And if they have family around that might be seeing this, I don't know. Okay, and another large group. And this one is banquet and reception tendered to Reverend Joseph Thadeau, St. Mary's Auditorium, Lawrence, Mass., June 1st. It's hard to read this one. 1977? No, it was, I think it's 47. Can you read that? They've got it over a white section. It's hard to read.
Yeah, it's probably.
I think it's either 37 or 47. You can tell by the dress.
47.
Is it 40? Okay.
Yeah, now, that's a guy, huh? Why does he have his hat on in the
I
building?
don't know.
All right.
That's the guy. This is a woman. I think.
Is that a woman?
I think so, yeah.
It kind of looks like she's got a man's suit on.
No, that's a woman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is
She's
again,
allowed to wear a hat in the
right.
house.
1947, June 1st. Reverend Joseph Thadeau. Reverend Joseph Thadeau. And he must be at the head table.
Yeah, he's up there
Yeah, in
somewhere.
the back. And this is by C.A. Wow, Wheelock of Lawrence, photographer. Okay. Reverend Thadeau. Large party.
Okay, what else you got?
Okay,
there? You got
next
more
one.
diplomas?
I think so.
Everybody graduated.
Yeah. And this one is another. This is John K. Tarbox School, June 30th, 1937, belonging to John R. Newton. We're highlighting the Newton family. It looks- John R. Newton, Lawrence High School.
Why don't you have some diplomas from the training school?
I have some.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
I think-
good.
I thought we had some here. Maybe, I'll have to, unless they're coming.
No, okay.
They're in the rest of the collection. Okay, this is the tie box, the little ribbon there. He must have been pretty smart. Okay, another groupie. Groupie, these are the groupies, I call these. Okay, oh, this was an interesting one. This one is the 50th anniversary dinner honoring the religious Venerini sisters in Lawrence.
Oh,
Central Catholic Auditorium,
you
dated.
know, we have a connection to the Venerini sisters
really?
right here in the room.
No, you're kidding.
Yeah, I'm not kidding.
You're not.
Oh, Altamar's children go to the Venerini. Oh,
You're
it
kidding.
was the old Venerini school.
On the Prospect Street,
Yeah,
on the hill.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
So, and that, a lot of them. What is this?
This one is the 50th anniversary dinner. This is 1959, so they were here in 1909.
Yeah.
Wow, November 28th, 1959, Central Catholic Auditorium, dinner for the 50th anniversary dinner for the Venerinis.
A lot of them.
Yeah,
They weren't. Those weren't all the Venerinis. Those were just the people maybe that went to school there.
yeah, this school, yeah. 50 years though, that's still 1909 they came to Lawrence. And then with them, they had the Sisters of Notre Dame.
Mm.
Notre Dame. So that's that party. They must have had Italian food here, pizzerettes or something. Okay, let's check one of these. And this is Alice R. Newton, John K. Tarbox School, June 23rd, 1933.
That was a good
Before-
year.
Yeah, that's
A
before
lot
me.
of good things happened in 1933.
1933, wow. Of course, the Depression was years earlier, so hopefully things were getting better.
A little bit.
A little better. 33, yeah.
My father was making $9 a week when he got a job.
You're
at
kidding.
33.
Wow. So I think some people were getting less than that, though.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
You know, depends.
Well, he's a big time construction guy. I mean,
Oh, construct. And the mayor was Mayor William P. White, mayor of Lawrence at that time. Okay, that was that one. Ooh, this one's a nice one here. Let's see what this one here is. I love these pictures. This is a testimonial in honor of Captain George C. Sweeney, Lawrence Police Department, Central Catholic Auditorium, Lawrence, Mass., March 16th, 1952.
they don't
Central
do
Catholic.
much in the Central Catholic Auditorium anymore, right?
I don't
Still
know.
there, isn't it?
I think it is, but for sports primarily, because you know the school is a very, very large sporting school. This is Dolce's Catering. It gives the caterer Dolce's Catering Service, Lawrence, Mass. That was run by the Sanguadolce family. Dolce's and Dolce's Restaurant used to be on Common Street, best breakfast in town.
It was.
Dolce's, yeah, on Common Street.
Why is that name familiar?
Again, it was the Sanguadolce family that ran it. Dolce's on Common Street with the central building down on the first floor.
Okay, I don't know why I would remember it.
Yep, Dolce's. Excellent coffee and breakfast, eggs and good breakfast there. That's it. Okay, that's that one. Oh boy. Moving right along. Let's see. Let's take one of these pictures out. Okay, this one is a,
Oh, that's fancy.
yeah, it's a large group. They look like scouts though, because the guys have this ribbon with the metal piece in the middle. This one's unidentified, but it's a Back Bay Studio, which is in two locations here, 277 Jackson Street and 449 Broadway. I remember them starting on Jackson, so Broadway must have been the second newer location. This, I think, it's one of the ethnic organizations. Yeah, they almost look like Scouts, though, Boy Scouts, but it's an organization of men together,
Yeah,
young boys.
they do look like scouts.
They do. They have the uniform of it, though.
Mm.
But
Wonder
I
where
don't
the
know.
picture was taken.
Yeah, that's a good question. Back Bay Studio had pretty good facilities, though, for
They did.
indoor photography. They had pretty decorative rooms, at least on Jackson Street. Now, this could be Broadway,
Mm.
the other location, which is, again, the newer. Originally, Back Bay was on Jackson Street, which that part of Jackson Street was known as Back Bay. And the reason it was called Back Bay for years and years is that the river that used to flow underground, which
Bloody Brook?
Bloody Brook, which started at Searles Pond in Methuen, used to overflow every spring.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, I remember driving through one of the flood times, and I thought my motor would be flooded. The water was so high along Jackson Street. And hence the name Back Bay, because it was like a bay during the during the melting season. It was always flooded. Back
Yeah.
Bay.
Robert Frost wrote a poem about it.
Yeah, he did.
Right.
Bloody Brook.
Bloody Brook.
Yeah. That's Back Bay. Back Bay Studio was founded by the Leonardi family, who ended up changing the name to Leonard Studio. They Americanized the name. And then they changed it to Back Bay. Let's try this one. Okay, this one is testimonial banquet held at Central Catholic High School auditorium, tended to Deputy Chief Daniel P. Kiley, Lawrence Police Department, June 18th, 1950. 1950. Yep, and it looks like it's 50. And again, Central Catholic Auditorium. 1950.
1950.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Let me look at that. You got all these fancy people, right? I don't understand it. But anyway, we're going to have to go, I guess, Joe.
Oh,
It's time.
wow.
Yeah, that's just too fancy.
You look at the tables, we're all set up.
Yeah.
American flag.
High-class people from Lawrence.
All the women wore hats.
Yeah, all the women wore hats. The men probably wore hats, but they couldn't wear them inside.
Side, no.
Not like the kids of today.
Right.
Well, Joe, thanks a lot. We'll see you the next time, I
Very
guess.
good,
All right?
yes.
You got more, right?
A few more.
Oh, okay. Adios.